ain't never had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. Talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all.
If God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's gonna make you great by how you suffer.
Do homewrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want that to me. So I ignored him and some people see.
So it's official. Travis Hunter's marriage is done, and he's spiraling because the real shocker isn't the divorce itself. Before he could even process losing the woman he thought he'd grow old with, another bombshell dropped. Her engagement. And not some nostalgic throwback to when they got engaged. No, this was brand new, in your face, Instagram official, with hundreds of people showering her with congratulations. Here's where it gets messy. The man she's now engaged to? He's none other than one of Travis's own teammates on the Jaguars. That's the punch to the gut that left him floored. Now the streets are asking, who's been playing who here? Was Leanna running her own secret playbook that Travis never even knew existed? And the real question, can he bounce back from something this brutal? If you've been keeping up with the Travis and Leanna situation, you've probably seen the whispers about them allegedly heading for divorce. But what's really lighting up the internet right now is a certain leaked set of photos that popped up on Reddit threads and group chats like wildfire. It all went down just before 7 p.m. Perfect prime time to make sure everybody saw it. The first shot? Leanna glowing in a white silk dress, looking like life just got 10 times better. The second? His teammate right there on one knee, ring box open. And the third? A kiss so perfectly framed that the diamond sparkled like it was in a movie trailer. No caption, no explanation, just pure shock value. The kicker, Leanna is still publicly known as Travis Hunter's wife, and the man in those photos was absolutely not Travis. The comment section was split. Some friends hyping her up, saying things like, congrats, and hinting she escaped a toxic scene, while others dropped sly lines like, we been new, and you just catching up. And that's when reality sank in, and these pictures weren't rumors or Photoshop games, they were proof that Leanna had officially moved on. She was getting engaged to another man. And that wasn't even the part that cut the deepest. The real jaw-dropper? Word is, Travis found out about her engagement the exact same way the rest of the world did, the scrolling the internet, and when he saw it, he completely lost it. The very next morning, he rolled into the Jaguars facility late, no smile, no handshakes, no small talk. He didn't even glance at the cameras, just stormed straight into the locker room and beelined to that teammate's stall. Witnesses say it wasn't a calm chat, Matt was straight up shouting, and he wasn't yelling, how could you? He was demanding, how long? That right there told everyone he already suspected something had been going on. He just didn't know how far it had gone. No punches thrown, no shoves. But the yelling was so loud that people outside the locker room stopped what they were doing. Within the hour, Travis was gone. He skipped team meetings, didn't touch the practice field. By that night, his Instagram was different. Half the roster unfollowed, including the teammate's fiance, and even the head coach. Then came the live. Just after midnight, Travis popped up on Instagram, hoodie pulled tight, lights off, sitting in silence for almost a minute. When he finally spoke, his voice was low. You think you know people? That was it. The comment section went wild. Snake emojis flooding the screen, people tagging the teammate's name, begging for him to spill the rest. But Travis just blinked a few times and ended the live. Clips hit the internet within minutes, showing him visibly broken, eyes red, voice shaky, looking like he was hanging on by a thread. This wasn't just heartbreak, this was the kind of pain that leaves a scar for life. And just when everyone thought it couldn't possibly get any worse, it did! Word on the street is Travis and Leanna, who are supposedly exes, might actually be expecting a baby. They've never confirmed it publicly, but rumors have been swirling for months that Leanna's a few months along. A recent blind item claimed they're keeping the pregnancy quiet because their relationship is a complete mess right now. Allegedly, this A-list athlete's wife is pregnant, but instead of celebrating, there's tension. Travis's lawyer reportedly wants a paternity test before the divorce moves forward. And if that wasn't enough, Travis and Leanna recently posted a suspiciously sweet video of them adding a new member to the family, but the new member wasn't a baby, it was a kitten. Caption read, "Come with us to adopt a kitty."
Come with us to adopt a cat.
On the surface, the clip looked harmless, just two people sharing a cute moment. But a quick scroll down the comments section told a whole different story. Some fans were asking, Is this just a genuine post or a PR stunt to get the blogs to back off? Others were more blunt, saying, she was just crying about wanting out and now they're getting a cat. And one comment hit hard, who's getting the cat in the divorce? That one clearly struck a nerve because Travis actually replied saying, believing that rumor is crazy, LOL. The sting in all this? Travis had always defended Leanna, even when the rumors got ugly. That's why her sudden engagement to his teammate, before the ink on their divorce papers had even dried, cut so deep. It threw him into a tailspin. And just when people thought the drama had peaked, old footage started resurfacing, like the clip from last season's post-game celebration against the Titans, where Leanna hugged that same teammate first before even glancing at Travis. Back then, fans joked she was giving Team Mom energy. Now, not so funny. Or the charity gala moment where she arrived solo, made a beeline straight to his table and stayed put until the cameras were gone. Teammates had been side-eyeing things for a while. One source, a former player turned analyst, says the whispers started months back. He claimed that after practice, this teammate would hang back, saying he was waiting on a ride, and that ride almost always Leanna. But here's where it starts feeling calculated. Just 2 weeks before the engagement went public, that teammate inked a multi-year extension, guaranteed money locked in. Right after that, Leanna's social media took a sharp turn. Fewer posts with Travis, captions about new chapters, and finally choosing happiness. Now the big question floating around, did she wait for him to secure the bag before making it official? The truth is, rumors about Leanna sneaking around didn't just pop up yesterday. Last year, another blind item claimed she was having an affair. It read, everyone knows the significant other of this A-list athlete calls him a cuck when he's not around, and for a long time she's been trying to hook up with a much older, well-known rapper. It was never confirmed, but fans weren't shocked. If anything, it just added to the feeling that Leanna and Travis's marriage had been on life support long before the wedding photos even faded. Before long, fans started digging, unearthing old pics and videos of Leanna in compromising situations. The wild part? All of it was from when she and Travis were already together. It was already bad enough for Travis to watch all this mess play out online, but then it got worse. He became the punchline, the don't be like this guy example men throw around when warning each other not to get played. You know it's getting serious when even Bo Wow steps out of his quiet life to hand out marriage advice. He told Travis straight up that he needed to wake up and see how Leanna was just using him for his money and status.
What's going on, gang? If we didn't give a we'll let you crash out, but from one player to the next, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I want you to open up your eyes, man. There's no reason why she commenting on another page, NBA with heart eyes and the money tongue out. That's your fiance. Wake up, young brother. Fiancés don't move like that. I ain't never had one of my fucking girls ever lay next to me in the same crib as me under another page, leaving heart eyes with the money tongue out.
Bow Wow wasn't just telling Travis to leave Leanna, and he was telling him to protect himself. You could tell how serious he was just by the way he spoke in that clip. It wasn't a joke, it was a warning. And now, with Leanna allegedly betraying Travis by hooking up with his own teammate, every old video and rumor is creeping back to haunt him. But the real tipping point? Leanna herself dropped a TikTok that all but confirmed every messy headline, the failed marriage, the looming divorce, the alleged affairs. In the clip, she's sobbing uncontrollably while a motivational audio plays in the background. It blew up instantly, over 1 million views, and the comment section was chaos. Some people expressed genuine concern for her, others hyped her up. But a loud crowd accused her of sympathy farming. They called it exactly what it looked like, a soft launch of the divorce, trying to paint herself as the one trapped in an unhappy marriage. One person flat out wrote, "Why you crying? You cheated." Another said, "She's already running her exit plan." And it didn't stop there. Dozens more comments grilled her, demanding she come clean. Here's where it got shady. Those critical comments? Gone. Deleted. She left only the supportive ones up, making the whole post feel staged. That's when people really started piecing it together. Something wasn't adding up. Then Travis jumped on IG Live and, without naming names, basically confirmed everyone's suspicions. Suddenly the puzzle made sense. The times Leanna said Travis wasn't her type, the cryptic captions, the deleted DMs, those late-night whispered phone calls to random men, it all lined up now, but the drama doesn't end there. Because if the pregnancy rumors are true, fans are now asking, will Travis actually take her back? Or more importantly, will she walk away with half of everything he's built? And here's where the gossip turns into real football business. Multiple insiders claim Travis's agent has been on the phone with front offices, quietly exploring trade options before the season even starts. If he gets moved, it won't just be losing a starter. It'll be losing the guy who holds down half their defensive scheme and taking his now infamous teammate drama right along with him. The whispers about a possible trade weren't just talk. Word spread fast across the league, and suddenly every sports gossip page had Travis's name in bold headlines. But here's the twist. Some insiders say the trade talk isn't just about football. It's about getting him as far away as possible from the mess brewing inside that locker room. Remember, this isn't just a love triangle anymore. This is a full-on PR nightmare for the team. Sponsors are allegedly nervous, reporters are circling like sharks, and every time Travis's name trends, it's never about an interception or a game-winning tackle. It's about her. And just when you think the fire can't get any bigger, boom, another leak. A grainy video starts floating around online, supposedly from a private team dinner months ago. In it, you can see Leanna leaning in way too close to that same teammate, laughing like they've got their own inside jokes. Travis? Sitting at the far end of the table, stone-faced, barely touching his food. Fans went ballistic. The clip spread like wildfire, with people saying things like this was right in front of him, and she wasn't even trying to hide it. The comments got so heated that the original poster deleted the video, but by then, it was everywhere. Meanwhile, Leanna's been moving like nothing's wrong, posting selfies, cryptic quotes about letting go, and even dropping a photo of her hand resting on her stomach with a caption, "New beginnings." Of course, that only fueled more speculation about the pregnancy. And here's the kicker. Reports say Travis hasn't shown up to voluntary workouts all week. Not a text to coaches, not a peep to teammates. Some believe he's staying quiet to let the trade rumors breathe. Others think he's just done. Done with the team, done with the drama, done with all of it. But the internet, they're not letting go anytime soon. Now there's a whole hashtag trending, "Who gets the ring?" with fans debating whether Leanna should give back her original wedding ring before flashing the new one from the teammate. And the more people dig, the messier it gets, because apparently, that new ring might have been bought months before the divorce news even broke. If the league thought this was just going to fade away, they better think again. This story isn't cooling off, it's about to explode. By now, the scandal had gone from locker room whispers to full-blown soap opera. TMZ-style photographers started staking out Jaguars practice facilities, hoping to catch a glimpse of Travis, or even better, wake a tense face-off between him and his ex-teammate. And what do you know? They got one. Late Thursday afternoon, grainy zoom lens shots hit the web, showing Travis walking into the parking lot while that teammate was leaning against his car, phone in hand. From the body language alone, you could feel the tension. Travis's jaw tight, the teammate smirking like he didn't have a care in the world, and within hours, people were dissecting the images like crime scene photos. "He's clenching his fists," one fan claimed. "That smirk says everything," another wrote. And it didn't stop there. Someone even zoomed in on the teammate's phone screen and swore they could see Leanna's contact name at the top. True or not, the conspiracy machine was now running at full speed. Meanwhile, Leanna didn't exactly help calm the storm. She posted a new TikTok, this time laughing with friends at what looked like a high-end brunch. Champagne glasses clinking, flashy outfit, and the caption, "Living my best life." Comments exploded instantly, with half her followers hyping her up and the other half accusing her of rubbing salt in Travis's wounds. But then came the biggest bombshell yet. An anonymous source claiming to be close to the situation dropped a voice note in a sports gossip Discord.
When God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
In it, they alleged that Leanna and the teammate had been talking seriously since last offseason, meaning all those hugs, smiles, and so-called innocent moments weren't so innocent after all. And here's where it turns into a league-wide problem. Multiple insiders are saying the Jaguars front office has held closed-door meetings about how to manage the PR disaster. Some are pushing to trade Travis ASAP, while others think the teammate should be shipped out instead to keep the defensive unit intact. But the fans? They've already picked sides, and it's ugly. Hashtags like Team Travis and Ride with Leanna are battling it out on social media, with influencers, ex-players, and even a few celebrities jumping into the debate. If you thought this was just another messy breakup, you're not ready for what's coming next, because every sign points to someone dropping receipts. And when that happens, the internet is going to melt down. At this point, almost the entire internet has pitched their tents with Travis, and it's not just fans. NFL players from other teams have been quietly making their stance known, liking tweets that flat out drag the teammate. In league culture, that's as close to a public call-out as you're gonna get without dropping names. But here's the coldest twist yet. A local beat reporter claims Leanna's engagement post wasn't some spur-of-the-moment celebration. No, she allegedly timed it perfectly, waiting until she knew Travis would be stuck at a charity event surrounded by cameras. That way, his raw reaction would be caught on film for the world to dissect. If that's true, then this wasn't just betrayal and it was humiliation, on purpose. Now the real question isn't just whether Travis stays in Jacksonville, it's whether this whole thing was plotted from the jump. Did she and the teammates start crossing lines months ago? Or has this been an inside job from day one? Until somebody in that locker room finally talks, all we have is that haunting final image. Travis Hunter sitting in the dark, hoodie pulled tight, watching the woman he built a life with slide a ring onto another man's hand while the whole world watched.